Oh, greetings. Welcome to Fantasy Island. I mean, while you're going to distort reality, might as well keep on distorting it, huh? Yeah, it took, I don't know, it took like 45 minutes to get into this place, something like that. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, all for this, yeah. So, yeah, when I was in Busch Gardens, I guess, when I got there to do my little intro, I must have been, something was around me that was shutting me down here and there when I was trying to talk. But anyway, now we're here at lovely Disney World, where I feel a lot of elementals and reptilians. I think they're all laughing at us for the most part. And yeah, I took the ferry over here because mine really took an hour. Also, I know I feel like Martin Luther King. I do see a day when most people, the majority of people, or all people eventually will see their alien origins more clearly, and this reality will eventually fade itself out. Whatever you want to call this. No, it's not real. I do call it real because I am forced into it because of work, but it's definitely not real. It's a very diluted, whatever it is. Anyway, all right, we're gonna connect. Here's some nature. Here's some. I see Disney right there. I can't see anything. So right now it's about 80 degrees, 85 or 90. So, all right, here we go. Thank you for joining us. Disney fans are always happy to tune in. If not, that's fine. Your day will come eventually when the eyes are officially open. Yeah, I feel reptilian chips, man, they love this place. I mean, I think it is hilarious. I mean, it's not negative ones either. I think it's just funny ones. Nature zone. So here we go, kids. See you soon. Yeah, I made the greetings. I'm Walt Disney. Yes, most of them here know who I am, so it's fun for me to come out to speak to you. Realize these parks are not as I intended them to be, but also the negativity that is brought on, such as families coming here, ideas for families to come here and enjoy themselves, so they come here and to stress themselves out. That was never my intentions. But the management here does not care. They only care about the bottom line. If I was still alive, I would never let that happen. I would squeeze the profits into they not even exist. As long as every guest comes here is enjoying themselves. That's what matters most. And that's not the case here. It's a cash grab, basically. It's basically your typical corporation. Even with my brother, even if he would push for money aggressions, I would still go against that. Just to let you know, because I don't get my word out enough. That's the reason why I'm here. I do feel very guilty for not caring for my health as I could have. This was a time of joy when you come to a park like this. You spend all this time, the idea is for you to get everything you can out of it instead of being heavily manipulated. And I was manipulated also during my time by Palladian forces that, you can say the Nordics, mostly, they're the ones I was listening to, even to forge my point of view, such as race. They already knew I had it's a little different. I have my own issues, as you were aware of, and they just pressed it even harder, so I've become more of a racist. As you can tell by most of my films that are mostly of the white gender, and that is not appropriate. And I see it now, but I did not see it at the time. Understand also we are bogged down by shareholders and I was not thinking coherently, so these are things I'd like to fix in my future time. But I am here. My spirit is here. This is my home. And so is Disneyland, of course. I'm in all places. Even those that are not created by me, I am there. Those I wish to connect with me. But my essence is the idea is to help one another. My energies are to help those. Meaning those that are depressed or having an issue with one of my parks. I'm still, you can say, the custodian. Even for cleaning the place up, I do assist with that also. At least I get others to help with that. But just so you know, when those are in need, I do go to my own cast members and assist them to find those that are in need. You'd be surprised. Of course, most of them do ignore my messages, but I'm still a big part of this place. I'm never going to leave, no matter what. As for the films, those have been distorted my reality. Is that something I really want to go into? The ones that are being made now, the ones I made, I want to make clear is that we're not exactly made for propaganda pieces. Some might see it that way, but I was not perfect. But right now, yes, there is certain attributes in the Disney company that's programming humanity. And yes, the government influence here is quite heavy, more than people might realize. It is mostly a government energy here that doesn't want to be seen or named, for that matter. It's not your FBI, CIA. They're involved. But there's another entity here that does not go by a name. It's in the fourth entity. It is trying to keep this place under control. This is where the control grids are at this time. For all of you, blessings. Just a short message. I'm Walt Disney. Love. Walt Disney came through, and give you an idea how that worked. His presence was just very heavy. He wanted to be heard again, or heard, because he's come through before. Man, his presence is very heavy. I imagine there's always more to be said, but that was the gist of it. Okay, all right, see you soon. Greetings, Novak, blessings. God, this place is freaking ridiculous. Humans don't have any clue, of course, what's going on. They only see things that one way, but they're eventually going to knowledge of what is going on. It's going to crack open eventually, but right now they are still kind of with the blinders on. But even there's much known knowledge in the mind. It's still kind of lost, as you can tell. But back of their minds, they do know something else is going on. And remember, when you all come in here, a little bit of you still comes through. I might not sound a little bit as I normally do, because this place, all ears are on me right now. I believe I'm just being watched right now by security, but that's alright. Well, they're going to hear a little bit more from us eventually. They're going to see the truth eventually. Right now, they're kind of lost, as you can tell. But I just wanted to say, but in each human, there's a spark of truth of what is going on. Each of you have that dial. You can call it that. that slowly opens itself up, ever so softly. Right now, you're still in a rolling phases right now, but eventually that will change. One of the reasons why we brought Ivan here also is to let you know, you see it now like this, eventually it will change its mindset. One of the most manipulated places on their world are usually the most populated. Just to let you know. Touristy energies, but there's much more to it than that. But humanity will eventually wake itself up. Eventually. It has time to see things clearly, but right now it's still puzzled. One moment. Yeah, it's harder for me to fully come through because there's so much shit. That's better. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Just a lot of clutter here. But on your place here, you will realize there's places of this type of touristy places will transform themselves. You will see a lot of more alien activity in places like this, but not right now. Eventually. They'll become meeting places when more of the alien vibrations become stronger, but also remember the environments we call tourism will change. It'll turn to more alien tourism eventually. But for right now, it's going to hold on to this environment because it's not fully seeing itself correctly. So it's still not clearly looking within itself right now. That's all I have for this. It's going to be a short one. There's so many manipulations here at this time. We'd be surprised if anybody can come through clearly. Blessings. Okay, going to the next connection. With her. Yeah, these are going to be kind of short. I kind of felt that before I came here. But there's no welcoming energy for me here at all. Yeah, I felt that on the way here. Security guard came to shake my hands, like, okay, whatever. Go ahead. Bring it on. I'm just going to tell them what I'm doing, too, if they try anything on me. So I could care less. Yeah, I was like, I'm not walking around like a tourist. I could care less about anything. But, you know, I'll just get them the blown-out truth if they say anything to me. If they call me into their office and kick me out, like I really care. I don't really like Disney all that much anyway. I'll just tell them what's on my mind. And I'll spook them out too and tell them the truth too. So, yeah, I was shooting stuff for Fantasyland. People like that stuff. I'm going to shoot stuff here also for the video. But I just want to at least log this. I'm not worried, but it's not just that. There's other stuff here that just doesn't want me here. Like reptilians, they don't want me here. Which I don't really care. Oh, those aren't the friendly ones. So, it's weird though. But I came here for a reason. So, yeah, it's not a big loss if I get kicked out of this place. Yeah, I'm just kind of asking for it. Yeah, it's really man, what is this place like? So anyway. Alright, here we go. See you on the other side. Blessings. This is Nathaniel. Blessings. Yes, there's a lot of healing activities here at this time. I believe the last time I came through a channeling was actually in the same exact spot. With the Nordics, blessings. There's only so much I can say at this time because of the environment. I believe that security guard was mostly of a friendly gesture than more of a what are you doing type of interview. A negative, it's more of a positive, more than you might realize. But there is also an opening us for more knowledge to come into your reality, meaning this will not stay a secret forever. As for these channelings and others, more will come through as your planet opens itself up. There's nothing to be afraid of, but of course with humanity, realizing what's going on is another story. It's quite understandable. Yes, many of the channelings today will mostly be short because of the energy fields here at this time, but that is fine. Our message to you at this time is to roll with it, basically. Your Galactic as friends here at this time are assisting you greatly more than you might realize, of course. But many of you are going to certain places I don't normally go to for certain reasons, for spiritual awakenings, but also to not just awaken yourself, but also to assist others in their open reality. Meaning, some of you might go into places, maybe a library or parts of your internet or somewhere, to seek out more information, not just a download. You need to know what you're connecting to. They can't just give you any kind of download but you realize that. You have to know kind of what you're getting into. If they give you a download, you don't understand it. So if they give you something that familiarizes you with the download, does help. I imagine that makes some sense. We can't just give you anything, because remember, from our reality, your reality, exact opposite. Everything is much more simpler in our realities, and we don't have the monetization and manipulations that happen on your planet. Manipulations, of course, here are keeping you from seeing clearly as you can see, but it's so heavily manipulated. You have to clear out all these manipulations one after the other. So much of it. But for the most part, many of you do leave yourself open to the true knowledge you come through. But give it time. As for this awakening that's happening on your planet, you will see events, but mostly human events. Meaning humans will be wanting to know more about their aliens in a more spiritual direction instead of this negativity that's going on at this time. You realize that not necessarily from a government perspective, just want to know they want their alien friends to come through. I believe some of you will understand this. Or more consciously, we will want to be connected to your star friends. I imagine much of that makes sense to you. Meaning many of you, such as a park like this is just an example. They come here to be entertained. When you come to places like this, you raise the energies and call on your alien friends. That has been mentioned before, but we're going to say it again. As you do see many that, yes, become very frustrated in third density and want to change things. Well, how do you change things? A galactic group. A galactic group of just channelers, healers, but just to heal humanity. Let humanity know what is going on. You see these negative marches on Washington, things of that sort. But imagine you can imagine many going there in a positive way and just wishing to connect to their galactic families. Imagine, you can pick that up, can't you? Imagine tens of thousands of people coming together just to connect to the aliens. You can reawaken your world. That is that simple. And you are marching into that direction. Just to let you know. Imagine you already see this, you already know about this, but it's nice to hear it again. There are tens of thousands, millions eventually, tens of thousands for the most part, come together in a positive way. Of course, the world does make it difficult in some cases for monies and all that. We understand. Especially for bathroom. Yes, we understand. But you are human. You're not here to be perfect. But we do see many of you coming together to unite the universe. Not necessarily in a place like this, because a place of cost, but you never know. Everything has a cost, but we see many of you go into a place like Washington, for example. Go to a place of great negativity. Sedona is also in it. That does not have negativity, but you understand. You wanted to be noticed instead of a negative protest. We're not just a light worker gathering. It's not necessarily has to call it that, but a galactic gathering. It's that simple. And we realize also, yes, I've been having technical issues. There's a lot of beings that are causing those difficulties, just to let you know. It is not the positive, it is negative. It's like, if you're going to have these sessions or conversations, we'll let you have them, but we're going to screw around with them. You understand. And that interaction with a security guard that I haven't had no to worry about is just a friendly hello. But it's hard to see that in that direction because you never know. Because people aren't exactly going to be racing up to all this, especially when you kind of talk to aliens. Eventually that'll be known. Eventually. It'll be done in a positive way. So we're just preparing Ivan. Also many of you, because many more channels will be talking about the galactic connections. And how do you do this? How do you connect to your galactic thing? Very simple. What do you feel? We've said this before, we're going to say it several more times. It's that simple. What do you feel? You feel like you're from Orion, Sagittarius, Pegasus, on Carina, Constellation. Where does it feel right for you? And many will say, well, I feel like I'm in everywhere, because you have them. Ivan has been Alpha Centauri, Orion, but mostly Alpha Centauri. That's where much of the insanity comes from your world to this one. But it's all good. We'll send you love and light. Keep channeling, keep connecting. And many of you say, yes, I'm bored of third density. Ah, but you be bringing forth density into this reality. Imagine you can feel that. You are going to bring forth density, not us. We're assisting. Humans have to do it. Action, you know what I'm talking about. It's not this rage, not at all. Love, beauty, blessings. Greetings, this is Demon. The Essassani raised blessings. We're still connecting with love. One moment. You're today, and next day, and yesterday, all day. You are all, each one of you, forming your own plan. How to awaken, how to better yourselves. And many of you to awaken, to better yourself is to awaken. Some choose not to. We do see, yes, your number is increasing greatly as your awareness heightens. You'll just not be a small group any longer. You will connect to more, thousands, millions eventually. It takes time. You are in the beginning stages of this. This is not a cult, this is just you sharing your experiences together. You can say you're becoming one consciousness. You're out to help, assist others, but also to know more about yourself. The mystery of you, once you solve it, how to do this, to connect with each other. This will increase its vibration. As your earth awakens, along with you, realize, yes, you will go through much turmoil here and there. Yes, of course. This will be those that are the skeptics. Well, yes, hit your hit you hard in some cases, verbally, mentally, as they try to put you back into the trap, keep you back into the hole. But many of you are just let that go and just say forget it. Their alien awareness is now going to increase rapidly over the next few years. You are still unwrapping yourself at this time. You are each your own present. And are you sure you're ready to see what's inside? Does that make sense to you? So yes, our messages are usually quite simple for the most part, but that is all that's much needed. There are times when we go into a little bit more deeper, but we are all scanning your conscious energies of what is you are able to handle and what you're not able to handle. So we are careful of what is said. There's some beings that come through that do have a problem with humanity, but still wish it the best. Some are channeled that have a big issue with humanity and its ways. Some reptilians, you'd be surprised. But they also look at your society with a positive energy though. Even if they do have an issue with it, it is just the ways of your Mother Earth is treating your nature and how you treat each other. It is not you personally. It's just the human way on this planet is, as you see, backwards. And inhumane. But that will eventually evolve and release from your planet altogether. But until then, your light workers, as you will call you that at the time, your galactic communities, that vibration will increase greatly. Even those that are channeling now that wish to channel longer and better will have that ability. It will take time for not just one channel, but several. So those that are channeling now, we do wish you to continue your efforts, of course. It will get better if you allow it to. If not, that is fine also. There'll be others that would be happy to do so, but learn from you. You're all learning from each other. Some wish to channel for just a little bit. Some wish to channel publicly. Some wish to channel privately. There's nothing wrong with any of that. You're sending this vibration out to your planet no matter what. You're sending energies to each other. This is much needed for your planet to evolve. But imagine many of you are feeling the air of change, but that is you to bring about. Some are looking for economic change. No, human change, your change, your evolution, your enlightenment to others. Yes, there will be some conflicts within the light worker community. You already see it now, and yes, it will increase, but also will cool itself down eventually. You're all still learning. You're coming out of this. It's hypnotism. It's hard to think clearly, as you can see. Yes, also we do see the consumption of food eventually leaving our planet. As many of you are connected more to the higher energies, you will no longer need food. It takes time for that energy to fully evolve into your essence. But this is time just to be yourself. Yes, there's energies here that do not want Ivan here. A lot of the energies of these individuals. You want to have a human experience, no aliens allowed, not right now. That will change. They don't understand it. Even when they do understand it, they still don't understand it. Part of them understands everything, but the other part, the human part, says, no, I didn't want this. But it's okay. No, I don't want this. You understand? One moment. We send our energies and vibrations to you. Alright. We send our passions to you. We love you very much, of course. You want to learn self-love. You learn all these things, and your pattern here will increase. Your consciousness here will increase. Give yourself time. Yes, there will be technical difficulties for many of you at this time. It's just the way it is, because many forces don't want you to succeed.
Hey,
You will succeed. There'll be bumps in the road. There will be technical. Is this going to be it? Because there's beings here that have this world under control, can manipulate it easier. They're already manipulating everybody as it is. How hard is it to manipulate technologies? Not very hard, but realize also that can be reversed. So basically there's going to be bumps to the road. That's all we're saying. Believe me. Blessings. Essassani.